Hey, you tourists, it's your boy Domination. This is back at the basics. You're gonna do so how we do it. Takes a baby. Yeah, the all place, 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 all place. Go get it. All place, go get it. All place, all place, go get it. And welcome back. And that's the only place you're gonna get it. And I know y'all saw part one. I know y'all saw part two. Part one was I was talking about the Outsiders. Part two, I was talking about Bad Santa. Part three, and I'm talking about Forrest Gump. Man, this is one of my favorite movies all time. Won 6 Grammy, Oscar winner by the Best Picture. It was the Best Picture in 1994, and it just came out. This is what it came out between romance and drama, romance and drama, drama and romance in 1993. This is one of the best movies right there. And I can't wait about that, man. It's one of the best movies. Now, this movie is about Forrest Gump, who was wild, is not intelligent, but actually has been and present at many historic moments about his true love, Jenny, and is guiding him. Gleaming him, what I'm saying, he's fallen in love with her, and she never given give the speck of time of being that man in her life. I can't stand Jenny, man. That bitch did that guy wrong right there. He was trying to be a good man. It's the same situation in the black community. It's the same way. But this time there she messing with them slouch ass motherfucking bikers and rock star bally idiots. She started messing with them. And it's kind of sad, but that's how it is. And directed by Robert Jim Markey and something like that. That's the director. And the writer is Wilson Glure and Eric Roth. Greg Roth, the screenplay, and the novel is Wilson Glure. The novel and the screenplay is Eric Roth, and 3 stars Tom Hawks, Tom Hawks, and Tom Hanks and Robert Wright and Gray son. All these 3 movie stars. These are 3 stars of the movie, but the biggest city star is Tom Hanks. Tom Hanks was playing by Forrest Gump. He was being how can I say about his legs? He was cripplement of his legs when the time he was born, and his mother was kept an eye and decent eye on him. He couldn't do like normal kids. They think he could not barely walk again. And the one who played Mrs. Gump was Shirley Field. Shirley Field, I love that woman. She played part of the scene and trying to help him out and to walk on his feet again because that was his mother. Instead of that treatment to get his back to the best schools and stuff like that, he had to be special, but she wanted him to be in the best role of student man like every other kid that graded won't be some. Instead of that what is she gonna get out of this? She started having sex with the guy. And then the part when he said, "Yo, your mama sure care about your education," because he didn't like that dude because he had sex with his mom. And it was kind of embarrassment. Thank God, poor imagine what the kid able to be, and and the doctor and stuff and all that. It was terrible. And the one who played Jenny, I'm trying to find the character named Jenny. I'm trying to find her, but whoever played that character Jenny, it's all the cast in there. I'm trying to find her who played Jenny. Who played Jenny? Jenny, she's in here. I'm trying to find the character. That's when he met her at school because he didn't have no friends. He didn't have nothing that can really need some kind of you know what I'm talking about, that need any place of handlement of friendship. And when the first day he go to school, the kids can be a cruelty of cruel, man. They scoot away for he won't go to their seats. But as soon as he finally didn't think that he could see that friendship, he find Jenny. The who played Jenny is Robert That's her name, Robert Wright, Jenny Gleason, whatever his name, Gonson or whatever. That's her last name. He was crazy about her. They did everything together, ride bikes together. They sleep in a different house together. He sleep in her house and she sleep in his house, and they go to school together. Especially that one scene, that the last of the scene, the minute she always scared, to sleep alone because her dad was a drunken abuser, meant to the sexually abusive to her and her sisters. So she sleep with Forrest's house, and she holding him very tight. They was very close, and they was on hanging the trees together. That was his only truly friend. But sooner or later, you know how kids being cruel, they throwing rocks at him, and that was the later. Instead of trying to fight back, she tell him, "Run, Forrest, run, Forrest, run." And that's when the knee breaking kneecap, he finally can run and walk. And them fellas was upset. That boy can run. And he was telling the story. He was on the bus stop, telling about his days in life, to say how he was running. And that's when he finally run. And then all the way to school years, they chasing him into the car. And they did it again when they got older, became high school teenagers, adulthood. And she told Ron Forrest run. He said, as soon as he run, and they flew out of the way, he run towards away from them as he wanted to feel. And they impressed him of his running, and that's when they put him in the football team. That boy sure can run. I ain't gonna lie. He did a lot in the high school years. Seeing all the race discrimination, seeing how about John Kennedy been shot, and that's when he went to war, and then he found Bubba. I forgot who played Bubba. It was this brother, man. I forgot that brother's name who played Bubba, but y'all know what I'm talking about, Bubba. Yeah, Bubba. There's name is Barbara or Bubba or Chris or Christopher George Carey or something like that. One play Bubba. One of them that when he met, he posted to promise that he promised Forrest that if whatever happens to him, he would look out of shrimp business, or they supposed to do it together after the war. And that's when he met Lieutenant Dam and all this other stuff. And soon as they died out of a cause of war, man, Lieutenant Dan lost his legs, and he lost Bubba. Bubba died of spilling guts out in his damn scum. And it was terrible, and he died too. He died. And then later he promised for Bubba to look out that shrimp business, and that's what he did. Him and Lieutenant Dan did it together. And later, Jenny, she went along all life, and the last time he seen her after he was going to the war, he was starting to get into a bar fight. They kept disrespected his woman, this and that. I never did like Jenny. She one of the worstest characters ever. That bitch don't give no thought of all for Forrest Gump. And that man been there for her since day one, shared tears for her, sharing his love letters for her. And this bitch is still receptive of his love until later she had a baby by him. And I'm explaining that later. After they went to the war and all that, and he finally met her again, and she still go out the same jerkament of assholes, and she still couldn't give. See, that's what that's what that's the thing. It don't get me. You can't be a good man to a woman, because first thing she's gonna do is she's gonna take advantage of that. Just like a woman can't be a good man, but because first thing a man gonna do, he gonna take everything a grant for her love as a good woman. And it's sad you got men and women do this, and they need to quit that. And I feel bad for Forrest because he was there for her. But the last time they saw each other, that was when they was in the war when they were young. But when she saw him again, and after he would do shrimp business, I like this one scene though that he was saying, and then as soon as she talking about she don't want to find no love interest in him. Why won't you love me, Johnny? I'm very not a smart man, but I know what love is. I felt bad for Forrest. I really did. But she did love him. But she should have had him a long time ago. And this bitch had the nerve running hitchhike away from him. And she got pregnant by him. And after Jenny left and gone, he felt this the fall of deep of press. He missed the hell out of her. And that's when he run and take all his frustration out of her and growing beard and this, that. The man been through a lot. After when they tell all his stories, he came back trying to looking for Jenny, looking for her all them years and sending cows of candy. And then when he found out, when he met her, and they was talking all the days how they was at that time, and saying she was sorry how she abandoned him like that, and he found out she had a kid by him, and she never talked about it because she last time she saw him, they was on TV, and then they was in the house together. And at the later she got died. At the end, he had a son that taught him how to fish and all this other stuff, and that's when he go to first school like he did. But people, please watch this movie, man, Forrest Gump, because this is a good movie right here. It's one of the best pictures all time. No better motion picture, action picture after this. Please watch it. And see all these wrestling movies, not only Forrest Gump, but also The Outsiders. Please watch that. The Outsiders came out in 1983. And the movie was and based off PG-13 with crime and drama, and it came out the 25 March 1984 USA. That was in Oklahoma or somewhere. That came out between 1994 July the 6th 1994. And Bad Santa. Please look at all these three movies, man. It's important. Look at these movies because it's one of the most classic the films you see. Now, this movie, comedy and crime, it came out 26 November 2003. Look at all these movies, all of them, man. To Outsiders, Bad Santa, and Forrest Gump. And that's all the topic I'm gonna bring today. Look at and rent these classic videos and buy and collect each of them and near you in each stores. All right. And it's your boy Domination. This is Back in the Basics. I'm gonna do this is how we do it, Texas baby. Until next time. All right. Peace and all out. It's the same way, but this time she messing with them slouch ass motherfucking bikers and rock star bally idiots. She started messing with them. And it's kind of sad, but that's how it is. And directed by Robert Jean Markey and something like that. That's the director. And the writer is Wilson Glure and Eric moments about his true love Jenny and is guiding him. Gleaming him, what I'm saying, he's falling in love with her, and she never given give the speck of time of being that man in her life. I can't stand Jenny, man. That bitch did that guy wrong right there. He was trying to be a good man. It's the same situation in the black community. I was talking about The Outsiders, Part 2. I was talking about Bad Santa, Part 3. And I'm talking about Forrest Gump. Man, this is one of my favorite movies all time. Won 6 Grammy, Oscar winner by the best picture. It was the best picture in 1994, and it just came out. This is what it came out between romance and drama, drama and romance in 1993. This is one of the best movies right there. And I can't wait about that, man. It's one of the best movies. Now, this movie is about Forrest Gump, who was wild, is not intelligent, but actually has been and present at many history. Hey, you tourists, it's your boy Domination. This is Back in the Basics. You're gonna do this how we do it. Takes a baby. Again, the all the boys gonna get it. All the boys gonna get it. And welcome back. And that's the only place you're gonna get it. And I know y'all saw part 1. I know y'all saw part 2. Part 1 was they was talking.